Welcome, everyone, to That Kind of Nerds podcast. I am CJ Mellon, joined, of course, by Josh Burns and Brian Thornton. How you guys doing today?
Now, you see, you made that purposely short. You didn't say everything that you normally say.
Oh, is that how that works?
I'm doing great, besides the fact that you just cheated to beat the bet.
So before we get too far into the episode, I just want to say, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know I just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, we are so thankful to have some of the best fans who would listen to these crazy people talk for an hour on end and listen to our weirdness. So thank you so much for being part of the That Kind of Nerd family. It means so much to us.
Who are you calling weird? You know, I was thankful for you, but now I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not thankful for people who think I'm weird.
Well, then you're not thankful for any of your friends.
I disagree. I don't think Brian's weird at all.
Thank you, Josh. I'm thankful for you.
Wow, that's nice.
All right, so being the fact that it is almost the end of November, that means that Brian has again put
It means
on
I got to go Black Friday shopping.
a wonderful display of showmanship and put together the Blockbuster, where we talk about the movies that are coming up in next month. That would be December of 2016.
Speaking of movies, I bought like 6 of them for $40 today. Just saying.
That seems like a really good deal.
It was like I got a couple things for like $7-8. I got a TV show for 10. I was pretty happy.
I didn't even check out iTunes today.
I didn't even go to iTunes. I'm talking about physically in the store.
I know. I can't. I don't own a shelf, so I can't buy. I can't. There's no way that I could amass DVDs. I think
I have a shelf.
At the moment, I think the only DVDs I own are the Godfather box set, all the Sopranos seasons, the Deadwood seasons. Like, I think that's it. I think I own any other DVD. Oh, and Iron Eagle. I also own Iron Eagle.
Of course you own Iron Eagle.
Terrible. Oh, you want me to go through the movies for next month, don't you?
That would be great if you could, yes.
Okay, I think I can do that. So this month starts off December 9th before anything of any note comes out with a comedy for the holidays. I'm actually kind of excited to see Office Christmas Party.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's got TJ Miller, Jason Bateman, Kate McKinnon, Jennifer Aniston, a whole slew of people in it. And it looks hilarious.
Agreed. The first trailer was. Did we see the Red Band trailer first?
I saw the Red Band trailer first.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's what I shared in the group chat. It's
I ended up
hilarious.
seeing it in a movie theater, and it I'm not the Red Band, obviously, but it was pretty darn entertaining.
Yeah, looks hilarious. I mean, and it's just slapstick. It's gonna be funny. Good holiday movie. People get drunk, go see it. Great.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of The Night Before a little bit. That's like the same feel.
Uber Home.
Uber Home. It took me a second. Sorry. Also that week, Nocturnal Animals comes out starring Isla Fisher, Amy Adams, and Jake Gyllenhaal.
And what's that?
It's this like
it's a terrible movie. That's what it is.
Wait, what is it?
It looks pretty decent. It's this suspense thriller of
I'm thinking wild things in my brain. So
you don't know exactly what is happening. It's Amy Adams' ex writes a book that is kind of dark and about like.
Did you say murder. Amy Adams and Isla Fisher?
Yep.
Yes.
Who already look alike?
Yes.
Yes.
In the same movie together. Very confusing.
Because I'm always confused about which one is in which movie. Yeah.
So her ex writes a book. It's very dark. It's kind of a little bit brutal, and he dedicates it to her. And it's called Nocturnal Animals, also the same name as the movie. And she's like, "Why would my ex write such a book about me that's like this?" And then you kind of figure out that some of what happened in the book maybe happened in real life, and she may have been culpable in some shady doings and murder and stuff like that. So it's sex, murder, and mystery. It's a bunch of the popcorn and the
so like
people
wild
who walk
things.
about them all do that. Yeah. It's like a million other movies. Yes, which is why I have no desire to see this movie.
I'll watch it on HBO.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it on HBO. Sure.
Yeah, Amy Adams is a great actress. I'm okay with it.
Great. I mean,
she's solid
decent.
work. She does solid work. That same week, which is still December 9th, La La Land comes out as well with Emma
Dude, I'm
Stone
so
and Ryan
excited for this
Gosling.
movie.
Of course, CJ.
I love
I'm
the
excited
two
for
of
this
them.
movie.
I love the two of them. I'm not going to see this movie.
Of course, CJ is extremely excited, so let's get right past that.
My wife and I are going to see it opening day. It's that kind of movie.
Course. I'm sorry. La La Land is limited release December 9th. It actually goes into full release December 16th.
No, you have to wait.
My bad.
CJ, you have to wait a week until
Now,
full release.
I'll go to a place where it's limited released. I'll see it that way.
No. I mean, look, I think if you're CJ, if you're going to have a full release, it should be.
Emma Stone gives me a full release, brother.
That's where I was going with it. Yeah, you got it. All right.
Yeah, and I don't know, CJ. You're gonna have to wait because December 16th. That's when Rogue One comes out, which I am so excited for.
I have no interest in seeing this movie.
You make me so sad.
No, I don't. And you know what? I was driving home yesterday with Laura, and she's like, "Do you want to go see Fantastic Beasts?" And I go, "No."
What?
I think you're just not in the mood to see a movie.
And then she was like, "Well, what about And I'm like, "What about Doctor Strange?" I'm like, "No, I don't even want to see Doctor Strange. No, I'm good." And then I thought, I don't want to see Rogue One either. Like, I don't want to see any of these movies.
Have you been replaced with like Nega Josh? What is going on?
No, I don't. My brain isn't in a spot where I can process this. Like, I have no interest in seeing these movies right now.
Right now.
I mean, I'm not hard passing on any of these. I honestly do at some point want to see them. I'm just not interested in the least right now.
When we talked about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, you were so passionate about it. The fact that you don't want to go see it is hurting my head.
I'm just right now. And you know what's funny is that...
Are you getting old? What is it?
No, we got even the Loot Crate came and we got that Fantastic Beasts t-shirt, which is really cool. And I showed it to Laura. She's really excited. And like, she wants this. And I'm just, nope. I'm not in the frame of mind. I took the kids to see Trolls. It was entertaining. I was pretty much on my phone the whole time, but I got the gist of it. It was entertaining. It was fun. I'm really not, I don't have the attention span right now, I think, to watch anything that I can't just be on my phone the whole time.
Shocked.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, then that means you're never going to see this movie.
My sadness aside, moving on. Collateral Beauty starring Will Smith comes out December 16th. Who just groaned?
I think I can hard pass on that.
No,
I think they should title this movie "Please, for the Love of God, Give Will Smith an Oscar."
Yeah,
because that's basically all this movie's about to do. It looks great.
It looks great.
It looks good. I will see it.
It looks like you're gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
I cried in the trailer. Happiness. Never seen 7 Pounds. I'm just not.
Oh, 7 Pounds is a great movie.
I'm not. I'm not a fan of Will Smith in serious roles where he isn't named Muhammad Ali.
Hold on, but let's not just. This isn't just Will Smith in this movie. This
is Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley. Who else?
Ed
Norton. Yeah. There's
a lot of
cast.
people, and the cast in this movie is top notch. But again, its whole goal is to finally get Will Smith an Oscar. That's the goal of this movie.
That's fine. It looks great,
but it looks really good. I will definitely.
Did it work for DiCaprio?
It did work for DiCaprio.
He got right by
off a movie where he grunted the whole time. So maybe this is the one. You just go, you grunt a bunch, they give you an Oscar. That's how it happens.
I'm curious to hear your opinion on the next movie.
We already know his opinion on the next movie.
I don't have the list, so I don't know what the next movie.
Oh, you don't have the list. Okay.
So December 21st, Passengers comes out with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, and we already know what his opinion is.
One for the studio.
This is one for the studio. I like it. I like them both. I think they're both fine looking people that I don't mind watching on a screen for 2.5 hours.
I want to see this movie right away. I want this movie to be in my life now.
This falls flat.
Oh, sure. It will box office wise, but it's still going to be good.
I don't think any movie that falls, you know what I mean? Like, you can say this is amazing, right? I'll just wait.
The only problem is I have to choose between seeing that or Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and that is where
Assassin's Creed seems like I could be on my phone and watch it and be okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that I may see.
But then you make me mad.
We talked about this movie. This is a movie that is going to do a video game adaptation correctly because it's not trying to be the video game.
Right.
And I actually appreciate that because they're nodding enough to the source material.
No,
but not trying
it's
to
a
do the
story.
source
It's an
material.
actual story that could go on forever with different actors, and you can it's a franchise. I hope it's tremendously successful.
And also that week for the kiddies, you got Sing.
I'm
coming
actually going to see this movie tomorrow at an advanced screening for free at my local AMC. So
Whose leg did you have to hump to get into an advanced screening of this?
nobody's.
And
They sent
why didn't I get the opportunity to hump the same leg?
Right?
You still do. You can come tomorrow if you want to drive up to the Trexlertown area in Pennsylvania, and you can go ahead and you can see this with me if you like. So I'm going to see this movie by the time this is
10 in the
released.
morning, you say?
Yeah, man, come on down.
Go ahead, Brian. Go do it.
I'll get you a ticket. If you want in, man, I'll get you a ticket.
Commit. Look, you have to get up at 8:15. 8:15 to be there.
I get up at 7 a.m. every day.
There you go. There you go.
Well,
You're there.
it's like I'm going to see it. By the time that this was released, I probably would have seen it. I really think this is going to be a great movie for my daughter, and it also looks like it has enough humor in there to keep me entertained. Matthew McConaughey being a koala is always fantastic.
So what is this movie?
You explain it, CJ.
So it is it's a elimination movie. The guys who did the Minions. There is like a Matthew McConaughey's character, who's a koala, owns this little club, and it's going down, and he can't keep this theater open. So he decides, in order to raise money, he's going to hold a singing competition to go ahead and raise money for the theater, keep it alive. And it's about all these different characters and animals who are in different spots in their life, and he's welcoming amateurs to come and to pursue their dream and be a star and be a little celebrity. And it's all these people in different stages of their life who want to do that. It looks really great. Idris Elba's doing a voice in one of the characters.
Reese Witherspoon.
Another cast list that has a really strong thing. And
Scarlett Johansson.
It's really good for kids. The music that they do is obviously kid friendly, but it looks like it has a little bit of heart and humor for adults as well. So it looks really nice. It's something you could be on your phone with, Josh. But you can take your kids.
I may make the trip out.
Well, let me know.
Anywho. Not really the week after. Well, that's Saturday. I'm sorry, that's Sunday. Denzel Washington's new Oscar nominated.
We're gonna skip Why Him?
Oh wow! I did skip Why Him.
So Why Him comes out on December 23rd. We talked about this movie when the Red Band trailer hit. This movie looks great. I can't wait to see it, and I'm really trying to keep my parents away from going to see this movie, because they want to come with me to the movies that day. No way. This movie looks fantastic. We talked about it a couple months ago. Everyone go see it. I can't believe you almost skipped that, Brian. Shame on you.
I got it. I got a problem.
What do you got a problem with?
James Franco.
James Franco. You son of a bitch. You can't get past James Franco.
I got a problem. I got a problem with James Franco. I can't.
You just can't get past it.
He is the worst. You know what he is?
Can you imagine he's Dave?
For the millennial generation, he's Nick Cage.
Yes, I will totally give that to you.
He's Nick Cage for the millennials, and I hate him.
But Nick Cage has a few good movies. This is one of those good movies.
Nick Cage does have quite a few good movies.
Yes. This is one
James
for
Franco,
I'm just telling you one for James
I guess
Franco.
I'm waiting for him to really hit his stride. He really he doesn't have a few good movies.
You don't like Pineapple Express?
No.
Okay, well, I can't convince you for James Franco.
No, I'm not a fan of Pineapple Express either, but
no,
that's
it
okay.
wasn't a good
James
movie.
Franco.
I mean,
That's
it
okay.
wasn't a good movie. They tried to be Cheech and Chong. They're not Cheech and Chong.
Very
It's
true.
not a good movie.
Yep. Anyway, I think Why Him looks fantastic.
Yeah, well, Bryan Cranston, right?
Oh yeah.
Right, sure. But Franco.
Can you say it like that one more time?
Franco.
There you go. Just the utter disgust. I feel it through the internet, dripping off of the bandwidth. I feel your disgust.
It's that kind of nerd's version of "Hello, Jerry."
Newman.
It's
Newman.
fucking Franco.
I didn't mean to jump down your throat there, Brian, but that was a
No,
movie
you're
that
fine.
have
I
to talk
completely
about.
skipped that. But then that Sunday, Fences, starring Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, comes out,
So good.
which I'm sure he'll get nominated for an Oscar.
This
for.
looks amazing.
See, now why do you think it looks amazing?
Because
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just
Denzel with the talking. If you just if you just put Denzel in front of a camera and say, "Do me a favor and just talk to me seriously about anything for 5 minutes," right?
Yep.
And then just change the subject. You know what? Talk to me seriously now about college. Wait. Now about Cheerios. It's going to be with as much passion. It's going to be the same conversation, but I can predict reasonably the level of emotion with which I will leave the theater based on how many rants Denzel has in a movie. I'm serious, man.
A lot in this movie. He has a lot to say.
That's the thing. Is this is him teaching lessons for an entire movie?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Sign me up right now. Sign me up. You know what I want? I want you to Clockwork Orange open my eyes and just put me in a Denzel theater for 24 hours. I actually believe I'll leave a better person.
Will you watch Deja Vu?
I like Deja Vu.
I love Deja Vu.
I'm just asking.
Did you just try to make
I
make
did
a dig
not
at
try to
Deja
throw
Vu?
Deja Vu under the bus.
At this point, there's not a movie of Denzel's I don't like, and that goes back to Ricochet with John Lithgow. Love. Right, starting there, I love Denzel Washington. I don't know when that was. I was a kid. We've all discussed my parents didn't censor me. I saw Ricochet when I was a child.
My Denzel movie, of course, is Remember the Titans, because that's just the age I'm in.
No.
Virtuosity.
Virtuosity.
That was the first...
Solid,
great
right?
movie.
You
Great
had
movie.
Gladiator there. He was in that thing.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, that guy. He was there. But look, I swear to you, I don't understand anyone who doesn't say Training Day.
It was just, that was the first exposure I had to Denzel Washington, was Remember the Titans. And then that just grew
Which
from
was
there.
an amazing movie. Except, and Laura is going to kill me, actually. Because that's actually not, that's not my,
Do it.
That's not my connection to Denzel. She's going to kill me. It's Man on Fire.
Oh, I love that movie so
It's
much.
Man on
Great
Fire.
movie.
And
Movie is so
Laura was lobbying, by the way. She wanted Man on Fire to be my Hated You See movie.
I'll talk about Man on Fire all day.
Because it's an it's an absolutely
Very
underrated
movie. Absolutely.
And I know that we're supposed to be talking about the Blockbuster. I'm sorry to make this a Denzel thing. First of all, everyone who hasn't seen Man on Fire, go watch it. I will say this. I got it from Netflix. We're talking about 2004 at this point. I watch it.
Back when they sent DVDs.
Yeah, they sent me a DVD.
Yep.
I put in the DVD player. I press play. This is probably 10 o'clock at night. Laura goes to bed. I'm watching a movie. Press play, watch the movie. It's 2 hours long, however long it is. The movie ended. It went back to the menu screen. I pressed play. I pressed play again.
Yep.
Immediately, I pressed play again. I watched it a second time right then. That's how much I love Man on Fire. Still, I love it that much.
I love the way they handle the subtitles in that movie, too. Everything about that movie is great.
Yes, everything about that movie is phenomenal. And I'm sorry to make this a different segment than what it was.
That's okay.
But Denzel makes me actually happy.
New
Clockwork
segment on That
Orange,
Kind of Nerd. We discussed a Denzel Washington movie and how amazing we
we're
thought think it
Clockwork
is.
Orange my eyes and just play Denzel all the time.
All right. Well, that wraps up the Blockbuster for the month of December. There's obviously
And then
other
we love
movies.
Denzel.
Right. There's obviously other movies coming out, but these are the ones that are going to be worth your time. So going to be great. I'm really still shocked that you're not going to see Rogue One. Like, you have no desire to go see that thing.
No, I really don't. When does it come out?
December 16th.
Well, I mean, that's 3 weeks away, right?
Yeah, maybe you'll be in a movie-going mood then.
Maybe by then. I'll have a Wednesday afternoon slightly free.
So even though we're done talking about the trailers for December, I do want to bring up a trailer that was released just the other day, and that is Cars 3. Takes a drastic departure from the Cars universe and the Pixar universe that we know and love, and delivers something.
No, I don't think it's a drastic departure. I think it's just a very different way of marketing their films.
Right, but they even said this is the movie that this is what changes everything.
This changes everything.
Right. So, I mean, this is going to be something big. This is going to be something that is going to change maybe the way we watch Pixar and the way we see Pixar now. Because it's the most hyper-realistic thing I think they've done in a while. Like, the cars look, I mean, the detail, it's not cartoony. It's very
Right. That's not what I took away from that trailer, though.
Okay, well, tell me what you thought.
I mean, it looked gorgeous, but it's like if they were to advertise Up as, hey, this woman dies right away.
True.
Like, if they were to advertise, it's just like I texted you. If they were to advertise a sequel to Bambi as just the trailer being Bambi getting shot by a hunter, like,
Right.
that's what it was weird. I was not prepared for it, and it's just different. Every other movie that Pixar has put out, the trailer is always like, look at this funny guy. He's green and weird, and it's funny. And oh, Larry the Cable Guy, he's kind of cool, right? This wasn't that. It was very different.
It felt like everything leading up to it. I mean, it felt like they're wiping it away, and I get that. But there were some, if you were listening and watching, there were some moments and emotions that you could sense throughout this whole scene that I thought were kind of cool. And I'm interested. I like the first two movies. I've been ridiculed for liking Cars 2. I don't care. I love it because it's tied to my children's toddler years, and I can't get past that. I love it. This really looks amazing. It looks like it, again, Up, right? How bad did Up screw us all in the first 10 minutes?
I mean, I was a puddle.
Right.
I didn't exist.
Right. Up did that to us. Maybe Cars 3 does that too. I don't know. Right. Or it could be he ends up with a broken arm in the hospital and he has to train a new guy. This is all different because he's not the one racing. He's now taking over for Burt Reynolds.
It's Rocky 5.
He's right. But that's the thing. We don't know.
Maybe like Rocky 5, this one ends in a street race and everybody goes home angry.
We don't know that it's super dark, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
How cool would it be if the Cars franchise turned into the Fast and Furious franchise?
That would be actually great, yeah.
I think Vin Diesel needs to do a voice in Cars 3.
It'll just say, I am car.
Yes. He'll say, I am car. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. That's all he'll say over and over again.
So we think this is going to be interesting. We don't know exactly what it means, but all intrigued, all in so far on saying, hey, I'm open to hear what Cars 3 has to say.
Let me ask you a question. Is it made by Pixar?
Yes.
Then yes, I'm fucking seeing it.
I didn't ask if you were seeing it. I said okay for the message. Anyway. All right, so let's
I will
move on.
never, ever doubt or shit on anything Pixar does ever until they give me a reason to hate them.
All right. Now, I was going to say, that's a bold statement.
No, I mean, listen, even their crap is decent.
Right.
Good Dinosaur was not a great movie, but it was good. Cars 2, not a great movie, but it was good. Even their crap is good. So until they make actual crap, I'm in. They could make an animated movie of talking crap, and I'm sure I would love it.
Yeah, like little poop emojis jumping around.
Right.
And I would probably
poop
cry.
emojis. Yeah, they should do the Emojis movie. That's the company that should be doing the Emojis movie, not you, Sony.
No.
Pixar.
Here's the problem. See, Pixar's a smart company. That's why they don't make the Emojis movie.
Right.
So what about this, though? We also got confirmation that a sequel to The Wedding Crashers is happening. It is now in the works.
Fine.
You don't think it's one of those movies that we've waited too long to get the sequel, so why are we doing like Anchorman 2?
Look, Vince Vaughn on camera? Yep, fine, funny, good.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Vince Vaughn's talking fast and Owen Wilson's looking at him like, what? It's going to be funny.
Right.
And as long, if Rachel McAdams and Isla Fisher are in it, which I really hope they are, I think if the sequel's all four of them crashing weddings just for free food, that would be great.
There's a moment, and there'll be a moment where you get a lock it up. You lock it up. Are they built for comfort or built for speed? You old sailor, you old motorboat and son of a bitch. It's gonna be funny as long as you have Vince Vaughn talking fast. It's gonna be good.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm glad you guys are happy with it.
I mean, I'll listen to Vince Vaughn talk fast while reading the phone book. I mean,
right.
I'm sure that would be exciting and entertaining as well. In fact, I'm not even sure that in some of his movies he's not reading the phone book. That's how fast he talks.
So I want to move on to our section where we talk everything that has to do with comics, and that is our favorite section,
Cape Talk.
And I want to start with some news that came in regards to Deadpool 2. We had talked about this a few weeks ago, that we had lost our director, but now it looks like that we're picking up one of the directors of John Wick.
Yeah, that was the rumor. Is that confirmed?
It's still not confirmed, but it's like really strongly, like it's basically going to happen.
No. Nothing's basically going to happen in movie world. The Flash just lost its third director. You can't sit there and tell me that it's a done deal.
Well, that's DC being shit, so you know.
Yeah,
that happens.
Listen, this is Fox. They're not much better.
Well, with Deadpool, at least they are.
Deadpool,
You don't think Deadpool is better than any other Fox movie that's ever been put together?
I want you to listen closely. Fox was not going to make that movie.
I know they weren't.
Because they're morons.
Yes.
Okay, so if it weren't for leaked footage that magically made it onto the internet, they would have never made that movie.
Testing out what people thought of it. Right.
That's Ryan Reynolds doing his best.
Well, right. Since we don't have any, do we really have any decent Cape Talk right now? Other than
yeah, there's actually one thing else that we need to bring up, and that is about Fox being stupid. And that is the fact that we are going to be rebooting the entire.
Maybe.
I'm
hearing two different theories.
Okay, what's your theory? Because hey, let me finish
Wait.
Let me finish the sentence.
What? Yeah.
X-Men. They're going to be rebooting the entire X-Men universe, the whole thing.
I heard. So the day after I read that article, I also read an article that they're going to do the Phoenix Saga. So I don't know what's true.
I read that too. And the other thing that came out of this news, though, was a little sadder, and that was Kevin Feige had an interview where he said it is basically going to be impossible to have the Fox properties come into the MCU. It's just Fox will just not give them up.
Yeah, I read that too.
It's just not going to happen. So just final nail in the coffin is Kevin Feige saying no way.
I can't be more frustrated. I could not possibly be more frustrated with this series.
Correct.
I
agree with you.
You've got one character that's gone way too long. The others, they've switched a couple times. I don't get it. The storylines are fucked. I don't get it. And they're still playing on Wolverine. Get a new guy. Or move on.
They're ending him. I mean,
they're ending him. Old Man Logan is ending him. It's going to be an amazing movie. It's going to end him, and they're going to do something shitty.
True story.
And
that's Fox.
That's making me angry because they've eked by. They've eked by with what they've done, and they've eked by because the first time the characters were cast, they were okay, right? Even up to Patrick Stewart, okay. A little old was my problem from the beginning. A little old. So you redo it all, but you've already just barely eked by. Now you want to take your most popular character ever and redo it in a way that's just going to fall flat, guaranteed, because Fox can't manage to get anything right. And now you've got an established storyline that you could fold into, and you're even talking about rebooting it is driving me crazy.
Right. No, I agree. And again, this is just, Fox mishandling another Marvel property. So I may shit on DC, but I will always shit on Fox fucking up Fantastic Four and the X-Men. Because that's what it is. The last bit that I had for Cape Talk, Josh, was actually some really fun news. And that is that Lego has officially shown off and is announcing their Lego Batman line with all their figurines. And some of these are hilarious. My favorite one is Bruce Wayne in his night robe holding a lobster. That's the one that makes me chuckle the most. It looks really good, and it looks like they really get the humor of what Lego Batman truly is. I just sent you guys the link. What are your impressions on looking at these things here?
Okay, so a couple things are jumping out at me. Batman with his inflatable ducky that has a domino mask on it. Batman wearing a kiss
I love
outfit.
The kiss atop. Yeah, right there. I just saw that one. The one with the kiss.
And King Tut from the 1966 Batman. If he's in the Lego Batman movie, I'm going to see that more. Yeah, these are awesome.
What's the Charlie Brown Batman in the middle there? What is that?
Which one? That's not. I think that's supposed to be Catman. That's not.
I was just say, yeah, is that the Wolverine Batman fusion that they did that one time?
All right,
supposed to be Catman.
All right.
From
there's also the Batman and a Princess one. I also thought that was great. They had the Red Hood.
yeah, no, they have some actual legitimate DC characters, and then they have glam
There's a
rock
better
Batman. It's
picture
amazing.
of that one. It's pretty great. So these are the official toys that are going to be launched in regards to this this lineup here. There's over 20 characters.
Are we to assume
right
that we see all these folks in the Lego Batman movie?
I'm
hoping.
it
That'd be
looks
great,
that way,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, it looks that way. I don't know, if they're maybe just making a few that maybe won't make the cut. Maybe they get left on the cutting room floor. But what's with the pencil? The robot with the eraser head, second to last on the top row.
Eraser is a real Batman villain.
I just don't know who that is.
All right, what's up with the Flintstone with the giant turkey leg?
Clan of the Cave Batman. It's a club.
But it looks awesome. This is really cool. This is the kind of stuff that I can get behind. And this is, again, the Lego, whoever's doing Lego, getting what Lego Batman's all about and why we like the Lego movie.
Lego's always on point, man.
You should get rid of some of the bull crap from the Lego movie and just keep the Legos.
Yeah, indeed. Get rid of all the human story.
Right.
Now I need to go buy Legos.
And now I've distracted you guys with the amount of Legos that we've shown you. All right, well, that is our end of everything that's related to comic books. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Cape Talk.
Cape Talk.
Oh, I do want to actually so in a bit of binging news and sort of Laura doesn't ever binge watch anything in one day. Start to finish. She doesn't do that. She's never done it. And today, this Gilmore Girls
Yeah, Year in the Life
thing released on Netflix. Laura watched it start to finish today. She doesn't ever do that.
Right.
That was and I thought, well, that's pretty awesome. I was pretty proud of her because she just doesn't ever I don't recall a series she's ever done that. It was 6 hours is a long time.
Right.
For someone who's as busy as Laura is. So she took while I had the kids occupied making them dinner and whatnot, she's watching. She's finding ways to stream it. And then once they went to bed, she just went full bore and finished it out. But she loved it. She thought it was fantastic. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not a Gilmore Girls fan. But people out there are, and my wife loved it. You should check it out.
All right. I mean, you're a fan of Gilmore Girls. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are Gilmore Girl fans, and this is something that they've been. Of course I do. And this is something that they have just been waiting for since the trailer dropped, because they trailered this, and then just they have been going crazy this weekend, especially with the holiday, to watch it all. So your wife is not alone within that, Josh. The next thing I actually found right here on the Nerdist website, and that is that Game of Thrones is officially launching their own wine. That you can basically drink the Game of Thrones wine while you're watching Game of Thrones.
Is the wine made with the blood of Starks?
No.
I don't know. My question
I'm not interested.
The designs of the bottles are pretty cool. They look like they have a lot of like the stuff from the opening credits. Here's my thing though. They are starting priced at $19.99.
Sounds good.
Yeah? That's
I mean,
an okay
absolutely.
price for a bottle of wine?
I will tell you that. Let me teach you just a little bit on the podcast about a bottle of wine. Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
You go to the restaurant. You go to any restaurant, right? A decent restaurant. You look at the wine list. You see the price per glass. That price per glass that you see is basically the price of the bottle in the store. The first glass has to pay for the bottle for the bar. Right. And then everything after that is profit, because they're not guaranteed to sell through that bottle in the night or even in an amount of time where it would still be good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of think about, you go to a restaurant, you pay $14 to $17 for a decent glass of wine. That's the bottle, or very nearly the bottle. And Generally, as a rule, for just whatever drinking, I will spend, $15 to $19, $20 for a bottle of wine. And that's absolutely reasonable. And you can get some really decent wines at that price point. Obviously, when you spend more, you get a better vintage or just, a better made wine. Fine. What I'm saying is at $20 a bottle, even with the inflation assumed by the brand, I'm thinking because they focused on just 3 different styles of wine, this is probably going to be a legit wine. I'll try it for sure. I'll try all 3 varieties.
I just want you to order it at a restaurant.
Well, I don't think
Garçon, I'd like the wine that the Kissy siblings drink, please.
Can I get the red wedding wine?
I would love to drink the White Walker's Mist. Thank you.
So they're making a Chardonnay.
And if you could, when you go get the wine, just hold the door for me. Thank you.
Hodor.
Oh, you evil bastard!
That is evil. Look, it's 3 wines. It's a Chardonnay, a red blend, and a Cabernet. Probably will be, at the very least, acceptable wines.
Well, before we end the show, I do want to talk a little bit about our.
Sorry to go highbrow. I'm sorry to go highbrow.
That's fine. We go lowbrow a lot, so it's good to go highbrow.
Oh, we were going highbrow. Hang on, I need to make a sex joke. Red tube, hope, blue balls. I don't know. Something.
You've got nothing.
I got nothing. It's not organic enough.
All right, well, that wraps up this week's Nerdy News. I want to thank you guys so much for listening, making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work. I would like a huge favor if you could go to thatkindofnerd.com, take our quick 10-question survey about our podcast. Just tell us how we're doing. No, damn it.
CJ, I'm very disappointed in you, CJ. You did not ask me what I was thankful for this year. I'm very thankful for things that go mobile. And also bats that easily break. I am also thankful for grapefruit.
For grapefruit?
I was super unexpecting Bane to begin with, but the grapefruit thing is a good spin, I think.
It's very delicious, Joshua.
What's your position on avocado?
You can drink a nice Fresca with your turkey this year. Avocados are too messy. I do not appreciate the guacamole.
But you enjoy the crunching of the tortilla chip.
Yeah, indeed, Joshua. It's very easy to get the chip dust through my mask.
Does it remind you of anything when you snap it?
When the chip breaks, it reminds me of the breaking of the bat.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading the witness.
I don't even care.
CJ, you should thank the listeners for making you their walk around the neighborhood or their drive to work today while they're going mobile listening to your podcast.
You can proceed.
I don't even know. I don't even know how. I don't think there's a way to top that. Can you tell them to go take the survey while you're at it?
Sports!
Oh God! Thank you so much, listeners, for listening to us and for letting us do this amazing show. Like I said, it's just after Thanksgiving. We're so thankful to have each and every one of you listening. It means the absolute world to us. Please go ahead and also share us with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Just tell them to go search That Kind of Nerd and give us a like or give us a follow. You two are the best. I love you so much. Thank you so much again for making us your walk around your neighborhood or your drive to work. I am CJ Mellon. You guys have yourself a wonderful week.
No, I don't want a fucking Walmart gift card. Oh, we were going highbrow. Hang on, I need to make a sex joke.
Franco.
Can you say it like that one more time?
Franco.
There you go. Just the utter disgust. I feel it through the internet, dripping off of the bandwidth. I hear your disgust.